Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us at the market site in Times Square, New York City, we have Amit Bouri. He is the co-founder and CEO of Global Impact Investing Network. We're going to take a look at impact investing as the most proactive approach to creating social and environmental benefit. It's great to have you with us at market site, and there's so many keywords when you're looking at ESG. What's the exact definition of impact investing?
Well, if you imagine a world where investors are putting their capital to work to build a more sustainable planet and to build a more inclusive economy, at its heart, that's what impact investing is. The technical definition is investments that are made to generate a positive and measurable social or environmental benefit alongside a financial return. And we see impact investors all around the world putting capital to work in areas like clean energy access, sustainable forestry, affordable housing, financial inclusion, and many other sectors that at their core are all about creating a positive impact while investing.
All right, now investments today, that's going to build the world that we live in tomorrow. I've heard that what happens in the next 10 years is going to impact the next 10,000 years.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. What we see is that investments are all about shaping the way that our economy evolves. And right now we have an incredible opportunity where so many investors all around the world are waking up to the fact that their investments will shape the world of tomorrow. And impact investing is becoming increasingly appealing to investors large and small. Huge institutional investors and everyday retail investors who want to put their money to work not only to achieve their financial objectives, but also to create a better world for themselves or for future generations.
All right, and that's great that you can bring it down to the community level. Now, impact investing, where exactly does that fit in sustainability investing spectrum?
Yeah, this is an exciting time when investors are coming to this idea of putting their money to work to align with their values and build a more sustainable world through a variety of means. There's a lot of different terminology. It can be incredibly confusing, but the way I'd break it down is that they're investments that are trying to avoid harmful things. So things like tobacco, firearms, and in some cases, increasingly, fossil fuels. Then there are investments that are approaches that are trying to look at environmental, social, and governance factors. These are often from a point of view of how to manage risk. And then there are investments that are trying to proactively have a positive impact on those issues. And that's where impact investing fits in. So if you're trying not just to avoid harm or just manage your risk, but also trying to have a positive impact through your deals, that's what draws people to impact investments.
All right, let's talk about some of the myths around impact investing. Is this only for the elite?
It's a great question, and I think what's exciting about the moment that we're in now is that there are investments that are available to ordinary individuals that can be accessed that really allow them to put their money to work to help address issues like creating access to affordable housing, trying to support low-income populations with community development, and trying to address environmental issues. So there are retail options that are available. And of course, there are options that are available to sophisticated investors who can take on more risk through things like alternative investments.
All right, now to wrap up here, the leading edge of impact investing, there's a bigger focus on being able to measure that, to being able to quantify that.
Yeah, investors love to understand performance, right? And we're in a data-driven world, and so increasingly we're seeing a demand from mainstream investors who are incredibly commercial and want to get involved in impact investing, but they want to understand their impact in a data-driven way. And so we are seeing a big trend towards greater understanding of impact performance. So investors will not only be thinking about success from a financial performance perspective, but also when it comes to their impact performance. And measurement is key, and one of the things that we offer is a system for measurement called Iris Plus.
All right, and tell us more about Iris Plus.
So Iris Plus is a comprehensive system that allows you to translate your impact intentions into real impact results. So you can start with a theme, let's say sustainable agriculture, and then identify the specific metrics you can use to measure your performance at a company and deal level. So you can take a look at your overall performance when it comes to impact across a variety of sectors.
Yeah, it's really interesting, particularly as the industry is looking for some more standardization to be able to measure that performance. Amit, thank you so much for joining us at Market
Thank you
Site.
for having me.
And thank you for joining me on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.